正解。
Rebirth of the Malicious Empress of Military Lineage. Chapter 154, Overflowing Help. Currently the Shen residence has exploded, most likely because Shen Wan said to let Shen Yu married into the Wang family as a Pinchi, aka equal wife, and this finally made Shen Yu to panic. On the situation where Shen Yu had no other ideas, she actually made a bold move and escaped from the Shen residence. Before leaving, she also cleared off all the gold and silver in the room and left a big mess for Chen Rikayu. Shen Wan was naturally furious and shouted angrily at Chen Rikayu, "I told you to watch over her properly. How then could she escape?" Chen Rikayu was naturally scared in her heart. Her heart ached for her daughter and did not completely confine Shen Yu up. Just like what Shen Wan said too, she did not expected that Shen Yu would make use of her love for her like this. Now that Shen Yu ran away, she also did not know what to do and could only say to Shen Wan, "One have already sent people out to search." "Master, you did not intentionally do it." She is scared. Even at such a time, she still did not know what was wrong, and was still looking for excuses for Shen Yu. Shen Wan scoffed. She is scared? She was scared and still could exchange marriage with others? Scared and still could run away from home? Being properly betrothed makes one a wife, while those who run away would be a concubine. I, Shen Wan, do not have a daughter that is this shameless. How could you say that of her? Chen Rikayu's eyes widened. That is your daughter. Shen Wan had been a civil official for his life and would rarely say such serious words. Moreover, he was scolding his own daughter. Chen Rikayu dared not believe her own eyes. After Shen Wan said those words, he looked at Chen Rikayu and there was a trace of impatience and disgust in them, before he turned around and walked out of the room. Chen Rikayu's sensitive perception had felt that there was something wrong with Shen Wan, and almost fell to the ground weakly. She grabbed onto Shi Qing's hands and her nails deeply dived deep into them, making Shi Qing's face whiten in pain, but she dared not move. The quarrel in Kaiyu Shuiyuan quickly spread out to Rong Jingtang. Old Shen Furen leisurely sipped tea and smiled indifferently when she heard it. "Do it, just do it. Chen Rikayu can just do it. She still thinks she is a newly-wedded daughter-in-law." After pausing, she then spoke again. "What kind of mother would have that kind of daughter? Each one of them cause all the trouble for me." Zhang Mama carefully massaged her shoulders. "One do not know if the people searching for third young lady would have found her." "Care for her for what?" Old Shen Furen became angry. "I do not know how capable she is, but after not too long she will come back with her tail between her legs. Throw away the Shen family reputation for nothing. Let number 3 handle it. I do not want to manage these trifle matters." She suddenly thought of something and frowned. "Number 3 is still heading to the western courtyard?" Zhang Mama nodded her head. These days Third Furen and Third Master often squabble, thus Third Master headed towards the western courtyard more frequently. Each trip would be almost half a day. Old Shen Furen nodded her head and a trace of radiance appeared in her gaze. "Since this is the case, then it is time for the road to be brightened. Quickly birth a son for number 3. I still want to hold grandchildren." She laughed coldly. "Chen Rikayu, that stupid thing, should also see carefully how much she is weighted." "Zhang Mama, go and do it." Lately nothing goes right for the Shen family. It is time to hold a joyous occasion to wash away the bad luck. Zhang Mama nodded her head and complied. On this night, Shen Wan had not returned to the room and Chen Rikayu felt a whisper in her heart. Previously, even if Shen Wan had social niceties outside, he would always send his servant over to pass an oral message, but one did not know where he went today. Thinking of the squabble this morning with Shen Wan, she could not help but be somewhat anxious in her heart. A female at her age was after all declining in her appearance, and was not as fresh as younger females that could give youth to men. Currently there was some disagreement between Shen Wan and her. It would be troublesome if one would bring in a woman from outside. Chen Rikayu was different from Ren Wan Yun. With just those thoughts from Shen Gui, Ren Wan Yun had long settled all the females that Shen Gui had brought in droves. As long as Ren Wan Yun could sit securely on the position as the matriarch of the household, she did not care about others. Chen Rikayu had dominated Shen Wan's favor for so many years, And old Shen Furen was not wrong with her words. Chen Rikyu was the extremely jealous type, as she did not allow Shen Wan to have other women. Thinking of this, Chen Rikyu was unable to sit or stand due to uneasiness. Hu Yi walked in from outside. Furen, old Furen had gotten a few bolts of fabric and instructed for you to send one over to young Lady Chang. Old Shen Furen had always looked down on Chang Zai King and would usually act as though there was no such person in the residence, so why would she be thinking of Chang Zai King today? Chen Rikyu frowned. Old Furen can directly send someone over, why need me to go? Hu Yi also did not understand. Most likely because you have good relations with young Lady Chang. Just when Chen Rikyu was feeling ill at ease, old Shen Furen actually instructed her to do things which would distract her from her thoughts. Thus she did not say anything more and headed towards the western courtyard with Shi King and Hu Yi after putting on a cloak. At the moment the skies had turned dark, but it was not yet for one to rest yet. Thus Chen Rikyu reckoned that Chang Zai King had not slept yet and did not notify her. Upon reaching the western courtyard, unexpectedly the lights were actually extinguished early. Chen Rikyu felt that it was somewhat strange, and she saw Zhao Mama startled when she saw her, seemingly panicking as she said, "Why has third Furen come over?" Old Furen instructed me to gift some fabric to younger sister King, Chen Rikyu said and pointed towards the bedchambers with her head. Has younger sister King fallen asleep? Yes, yes. Zhao Mama said, young lady's body is not feeling well these few days and thus slept early. Chen Rikyu felt somewhat strange as she felt that Zhao Mama's expression was not natural. She then looked at the surrounding maids and their heads were all lowered, seemingly afraid that something could be discovered. At the same time there was some faint ambiguous sound coming from the room. One was unable to hear clearly, but when the sounds came out, Zhao Mama's expression became more tense. Although Chen Rikyu was curious, currently she did not wish to have conflicts with Chang Zai King. In her view, Chang Zai King was perhaps a very good knife, and it was good to use it to deal with the eldest household of the Shen family. Especially nothing went right for her today. She have a stomach full of anger with nowhere to vent, thus the more she want to see the eldest household of the Shen family down in luck. Chen Rikyu let the servants put the fabric down, and just as she was about to leave, her footsteps suddenly stopped. Zhao Mama looked towards where Chen Rikyu's gaze was at, and saw that there was a small sachet leaning against the window. That dark red embroidered sachet was filled with fragrance and was very exquisite. Chen Rikyu walked over and picked the scent sachet up. When Zhao Mama wanted to stop her, it was too late. When Shi King and Hu Yi saw that scent sachet, they could not help but widen their mouths and became speechless due to shock. On the day that Shen Yu married, Chen Rikyu saw Chang Zai King wearing a very pretty scent sachet. The embroidery on the sachet was very exquisite that Chen Rikyu fondled admiringly. Chang Zai King was generous and gifted that sachet to Chen Rikyu. Afterwards, due to Shen Yu's matter, Chen Rikyu wanted Shen Wan to be happy. She then gave the exquisitely made sachet to Shen Wan. That embroidered egret on the sachet was not feminine and the scent was not cosmetic at all. Chen Rikyu remembered that because the sachet contains tea leaves, it has the light refreshing tea fragrance, but Chen Rikyu felt that the tea fragrance was too light and added dried osmanthus that were picked during autumn. There were no two leaves that were exactly the same in the world. Even if Chang Zai King was capable and able to make an exact same scent sachet, not every sachet was filled by Chen Rikyu with osmanthus. Chen Rikyu held the scent sachet and her hands were somewhat trembling. She finally brought it to her nose and took a whiff determinedly. The sweet scent of the osmanthus that was mixed with the tea leaves slowly entered Chen Rikyu's nose. Chen Rikyu closed her eyes abruptly. When she opened them again, her gaze made Shi King and Hu Yi somewhat scared. She suddenly turned towards Zhao Mama. Zhao Mama did not pull back her increasingly panicked expression, and this fell completely into Chen Rikyu's eyes. Chen Rikyu coldly scoffed, "Each one of you all really treat me like a fool?" Finishing, she walked quickly towards Chang Zai King's bedchambers and was about to break down the door. "Furen cannot." Zhao Mama quickly stopped her in panic. Chen Rikyu asked, Why not? Zhao Mama was unable to say anything. Chen Rikayu's heart could not help but sink, and she only felt that she was almost tripped apart. The more upset and pained she was, the colder her expression was. She said to Shi King and Hua Yi, "Smash. Go and smash it ruthlessly. I want to see which pair of adulterous couple they are that dare to do such a shameless matter in my Shen residence." Smash. Shi King and Hua Yi dared not disobey the orders and immediately stepped forward to open the doors. Chen Rikayu took the lamp beside her and walked in without waiting for Zhao Mama to stop her. The brazier in the room was burning bright, and there were clothes and shoes scattered all over the floor, and jewelry were broken and in disorder. There were two people on the bed intertwined, looking like they were sleeping soundly. That female's body was exposed and her posture was embarrassed and shy. That male, however, unhurriedly draped the clothes over to cover both of their bodies. When he turned over, it was Shen Wan. The room was filled with the taste of alcohol. It was obvious that they drank before sleeping together, but one could not use such a lapse to describe it, as one had feelings and the other had intent. Chen Rikayu and Shen Wan had been husband and wife for so many years. If Shen Wan did not like her, then how would he let Chang Zai King climb up the bed? Moreover, this was Chang Zai King's bed and it was Shen Kan who came over actively. Chen Rikayu closed her eyes and quickly stopped the tears that were almost overflowing out before screaming, "Cheating couple." The wind began to raise at night, and a few hundred lis, 1 li equals 500 meters, away from the Ding capital, there was an inn where the purple-clad youth was sitting in front of the table in the middle of it, reading the letter in his hand. In a jiffy, he raised his hand and threw the letter into the brazier at the side, and the letter instantly turned into ashes. "Master, there is a letter from the Great Liang." The secret guard, Nanqi, beside him said, "Your Majesty urge you to hurry back." "No need to care about him," Zi Jingxing said without any care. "When the matters are finished, I will naturally return. His Majesty is afraid that you will delay matters." Nanqi said, "The people at that end has noticed the movements in the Mingqi. Previously His Majesty mentioned to choose a consort for you in the course of time. It is almost the time. If Master still do not return, one fear that things will be held up." Zi Jingxing shot a glance at Nanqi, immediately kept quiet, but his heart had bitter words. Emperor Yongle had a personality of standing by one's word, and his own master was one who disregarded the law and natural morality, making the subordinates sandwiched between them have problems. Moreover, with regards to the matter of choosing a consort, others might not be clear, but those secret guards that were beside Zi Jingxing could see clearly that Zi Jingxing obviously treated the young lady of the Shen family in a special way. Not mentioning how Emperor Yongle would view the matter, the secret guards felt that this matter was not feasible. Shen Miao was a Mingqi's people, and how would the Shen family be willing to have relations with the Great Liang? However, one would never dare to say these words in front of Master. If Master was not happy and send one off to guard the pagoda prison, then that would not be worth it at all. Since Imperial older brother is bored, Zi Jingxing said, and incredibly suffocated, then go and tell him what kind of intentions the Ken country is planning. Do not worry about things that one should not worry about. Nanqi wiped the sweat off his head. One could not offend both people. One's heart was breaking a sweat. Just as he was thinking, he saw Tai Yi walking in from outside, and was holding a small box that one did not know what was it. When he entered the room, he placed the small box on the table and said, "The jewelry that my prince has instructed to make is finished and the bank notes are sent over." Nanqi, who was standing behind, almost choked on his own saliva. "What did Tai Yi said? Making jewelry?" Nanqi secretly looked towards the table and indeed saw that the box was very exquisitely made. A small little box, and there was a fine flower patterned on top of it. Upon closer look, it seemed to be a tiger's head. What thing was that? Zi Jingxing opened the box and took a glance. It was filled up with all kinds of jewelry. Cat's eye, a pair of jade bracelet, pearl head ornament, jasper hairpin. They were things that were extremely fine. It was not an exaggeration that this small little box had value of more than 1,000 gold. Nanqi thought secretly, Could it be that this was something to be gifted to the young lady of the Shen family? But the young lady of the Shen family did not look like one who loves jewels and jade. Would master be able to gift these out? However, it was indeed very generous. Zi Jingxing closed the box and said, "Not bad." Suddenly he thought about something and asked, "What is Fu Ziyi's recent movements?" Tai Yi thought before saying, "There is no movement at the moment and is just closer to the Crown Prince." The Crown Prince? Zi Jingxing raised his brows. "Watch him closely." Fu Ziyi is not a simple character. Tai Yi coupled and retreated. "Wait." Zi Jingxing stopped him. "Pay attention to Shen Yu too." One did not know what kind of luck the Shen family was on these days, as there was mayhem all day. Previously it was the matter of Shen Dongling and Shen Yu exchanging marriage. Then it was the matter of the Wang family not accepting Shen Yu. Then later it was Shen Yu rebelling and running away from home. It was even better now. Chen Rikayu caught the adultery of Chang Ziyiking and Shen Wan in the act. Chang Ziyiking is a guest in the Shen residence and the daughter of an old friend of old Shen generals. The relationship with the Shen residence should have been very polite. Apart from old Shen Furen, everyone would often speak a few words to Chang Ziyiking when they meet her. Thus the current matriarch of the family, Chen Rikayu, liked her a lot, who knew that Chang Ziyiking was so courteous that she climbed onto Shen Wan's bed. Chen Rikayu was not stabbed at the back by others, but by the cherished and attentive younger sister. Chen Rikayu kicked up a fuss on the spot, and disputed hotly all the way to Rongjingtang. Within Rongjingtang, old Shen Furen was sitting at the highest position. Chang Ziyiking and Shen Wan were standing at the side. Shen Wan did not have any expression on. Shen Gui had the appearance of watching a good show, whereas Chang Ziyiking's eyes were hung down as if she was ashamed. However, Chen Rikayu forced herself to stop crying, and put up an appearance of unable to let the matter drop. "Enough already. How does it look like when one cry like this?" Old Shen Furen finally said after being bored with Chen Rikayu's appearance. "What is the matter of one's husband bringing a young lady in, that you would cry like the heavens have collapsed?" "Mother!" Chen Rikayu shouted, "If it was master that bring young ladies in and lift them up as concubines, naturally this daughter-in-law will not say anything and would even take the initiative to do the preparation. But the both of them kept silent about it and did such a thing in front of my face in this courtyard. Everyone in the courtyard kept me in the dark, and it is obvious it is deliberately not giving me face." "Mother, I am also your daughter-in-law and you are also a female. If one's husband wants to bring in a concubine, can I stop it? Then why is there a need to use such an insulting method?" Third Furen. Chang Ziyiking could not help but spoke. "Today's matter is all a misunderstanding. It was me who drank too much and it has nothing to do with Third Master. Ziyiking will not be a concubine, so take it as this matter had never happened. Tomorrow I will pack up and leave the Shen residence." One hoped that older sister would not blame Third Master about it. Compared to Chen Rikayu's aggressiveness, Chang Ziyiking had never denied being involved with Shen Wan but placed all the blame onto herself, making oneself look very fair and reasonable. Shen Wan's expression slightly changed. "Why leave? The things I do, naturally one would give you a resolution." Originally Chen Rikayu felt that Chang Ziyiking's words were somewhat piercing to her ears, and now listening to Shen Wan still urging Chang Ziyiking to stay, it was adding fuel to fire, and she immediately said, "Resolution? How would you want to resolve? It is to chase me away and give official wife position to her?" After she spoke, she turned her head to Chang Ziyiking and pointed to her while scolding. "You sure are an ingrate. You came to the Shen residence and it was me who supported your food and clothes, but who knew that you would have such a depraved heart to even climb onto your Jifu's older sister's husband bed? Really very shameless. You cannot seduce Shenzin, so you come and seduce the husband of someone beside you? No wonder you are not married at such an old age. Which good son would dare to want such a woman who offend public morals?" Not only Shen Wan was stunned with her words, even old Shen Furen was somewhat startled. The self-proclaimed scholarly Chen Rikayu was scolding just like a shrew on the streets. This scene was indeed somewhat ugly to see. Shen Wan was so angry that he could not speak. and Chang Zai King bit her lips with a look of enduring silently. It was Shen Gui, who was standing at the side, who could not help but say something. My younger brother's wife, you are at fault here. If a husband wants to bring in a concubine, it is you as a Furen who should naturally help to handle it. Initially there was no other people in third younger brother's courtyard, and this was already somewhat unreasonable. Now after much difficulty there is finally a sister who can help you to share tribulations. Why are you still blocking it? Shen Gui was lecherous and naturally favored beauties like Chang Zai King. It was just that Chang Zai King was Shen Wan's people and he would not touch a brother's woman. However, Shen Gui did not like seeing Chen Rikayu's shrewish manners. When Ren Wan Yun was alive, she did not stop him from bringing in concubines. However, the current Chen Rikayu was already extremely sensitive at the moment. Thus not only Shen Gui's remark did not appease her, instead it seemed that she was being stepped on the foot, and she immediately went on scolding indiscriminately at Shen Gui. Second older brother still have the free time to care about the matters of the third household. One fear that second older brother's matter had not taken care of. Currently one's lineage had been cut off, even if one bring in 8 or 10 concubines. So what? There is still no one to carry down the line. Shen Gui's pain was that he was unable to have any descendants in this lifetime, and who knew Chen Rikayu would jab Shen Gui's sore point. Shen Gui was so angry that his face became livid, and old Shen Furen's expression was not good at all. Madam Chen, then what do you want? Old Shen Furen said angrily. I have married into the Shen family for so many years and am not an unreasonable person. Cast Chang Zai King out and I will treat it as though nothing had happened. Not possible. Shen Wan said angrily, since I have touched her, naturally one will take responsibility for her. It is alright for anyone but her. Chen Rikayu pointed at Chang Zai King and shouted. She could not tolerate the fact that Chang Zai King had betrayed her and climbed onto Shen Wan's bed. This made her feel a sense of humiliation and shame. The most important thing was that Chen Rikayu understood Chang Zai King very clearly. Chang Zai King was not inferior in any aspects than her and had a good temperament. Even Chen Rikayu herself felt difficult to feel malice towards Chang Zai King, especially with the matters now. Shen Wan's words, intentional or otherwise, were protecting Chang Zai King, making Chen Rikayu feel a sense of crisis. As a woman, she understood Shen Wan's mind more than anyone else. One feared that once Chang Zai King entered, not only she would share the favors with her, it was possible that only she alone was favored. She could not bring such a great rival in for herself. Why it cannot be her? The person saying it was none other than Shen Wan. Shen Wan was also furious at the moment, most probably because Chen Rikayu had been tender and graceful in front of him for so many years, but now was as irrational and ill-mannered like a shrew, making Shen Wan unbearable to look at her. Chen Rikayu said angrily, then you divorce me. If you want to bring her in, then annul the marriage with me. This made Shen Wan so angry that he was in a complete mess. However, Chen Rikayu seemed to have confidence and became more aggressive. After getting the annulment letter, I will naturally leave without a second word. Bring in whoever you want to bring in. It would be of no issues since we would be of no relations then, and each can do what one likes. Finishing, 2 streams of tears flowed down on her cheeks, looking very pitiful. Chen Rikayu's words were ones that were said in anger. She was husband and wife with Shen Wan for so many years, even if there were conflicting views lately, but they had many years of harmonious relations before. Chen Rikayu understood Shen Wan. Shen Wan still have some affection for her at the end, and was currently blinded by Chang Zai King for the moment. Thus it was absolutely not possible for Shen Wan to divorce her because of Chang Zai King. It's a pity that Chen Rikayu that calculated thousands of ways, and who calculated that Shen Wan still had affections for her, did not calculate old Shen Furen's attitude. Old Shen Furen coldly laughed once, and looked at Chen Rikayu as if she was watching a clown performing. Annulment? You would wish but one fear that you had miscalculated. It is not possible for number 3 to give you an annulment letter. The very most one would give you is a divorce letter. Chang Zai King, who wanted to speak at the moment, swallowed the words that were at her mouth. Chen Rikyu was not to be outdone and asked, "On what basis I am given a divorce letter? On what basis?" Old Shen Furen looked at her. "Ever since number 3 married you, there are no other young lady in the courtyard. Not to mention about a concubine, there are not any Tongfangs at all. As the matriarch of the family you failed to organize things for your husband. That is being jealous and lacking of virtue. Number 3's heart is magnanimous and I do not want to be involved in number 3's courtyard matters, but for so many years, Chen Rikyu, you calculated. You have been close to 20 years in the Shen residence and have not given birth to a son for the third household. Let me ask you, in the whole of the Ding capital, who is like you, marry into the husband family and unable to give birth to a son, but do not let one's husband have a son with others. You want our Shen family to end the line, is it? You do not have a son and is jealous. There are already 2 out of the 7 grounds of divorces, enough to give you a divorce letter." Even though old Shen Furen came from the marketplace and did not have much knowledge, but when she was arguing with others, she would not be at a disadvantage at all. Especially, she already had anger with Chen Rikyu, and now that it was Chen Rikyu's fault, as tensions run high, she made Chen Rikyu speechless. That was right. Just the one ground of being without son, the Shen family could push all the faults upon Chen Rikyu. Even if this was brought to court, Chen Rikyu would be the one that would be pointed at. Helplessness streaked across Chen Rikyu's heart as she always thought that she had firmly grasped Shen Wan's heart, and also though that Shen Wan and her would be in love for their entire lifetime. But now seeing Shen Wan's attitude of protecting Chang Ziqing was like a slap to her, which made Chen Rikyu's belief that she was infallible to shatter. Shen Wan was no different from other men who were greedy for freshness and love tenderness. There was no difference between ones or other women, but as time passes and age caught up, one had to give way to younger females. But if one still had a son by one's side during those days, one could still sit on the position of a matriarch, but she did not have a son at all. Thus her position was also in jeopardy. Old Shen Furen looked at Chang Ziqing and said slowly, "Number 3, since you have touched others, our Shen family is not people who is unreasonable. Naturally one must take responsibility. There is no one else in young Lady Chang, and if young Lady Chang is willing, then after tomorrow, one will give her a Gui concubine. Higher ranked concubine. Lately there are a lot of bad luck and one should flush it out with joyous events." For old Shen Furen to raise her to a Gui concubine, it was obviously a deliberate move to go against Chen Rikyu, and to let Chen Rikyu see her face. Chen Rikyu looked at old Shen Furen. On old Shen Furen's ravine-filled face, there was a trace of a smile that quickly flashed past. That smile made Chen Rikyu suddenly understand something in her heart. How did one find out the matter of Chang Ziqing? It was old Shen Furen that instructed her to go to the western courtyard to gift some bolts of cloth when she discovered it. She did not go early or later but purposely at times. So could it be that old Shen Furen did it on purpose? These days she was worried about Shen Yu and did not care about anything else. Thus she did not discover Chang Ziqing's and Shen Wan's secret, but that did not mean that old Shen Furen did not discover it. Old Shen Furen wholehearted wanted to bring in a concubine for Shen Wan, and upon discovering the exchanges between Chang Ziqing and Shen Wan, one feared that she was extremely happy. Or perhaps there were other things that contributed to this, so that such a situation would happen today. Forcing Chen Rikyu to such a situation and let Chang Ziqing enter the residence. Within Chen Rikyu's heart, an infinite hatred for old Shen Furen appeared, and she said as she gritted her teeth, "Such humiliation is absolutely unreasonable."